It's important, I just think it's twice as hard. But I don't think that should deter any administration into not implementing some sort of that sort of requirement. There's going to be a lot of pushback.
It just as an FYI, we all did, I agree with you about how hard that would be for faculty, but we all did last year have to take an online course on Blackboard on sexual harassment. The whole faculty was asked
I was just going to mention that, yeah, that was mandatory. I'm a faculty member, yeah, we had to take a whole educational thing about sexual harassment. I don't see why we can't do that about something about race. That would be great. And as far as, should it be a student panel? If we have, it's far better to hear from you as a faculty member here. Yeah, as a mixed panel, but it's far better to hear from you than to hear some expert talk about whatever, because it's your experiences here at BU, and it's really important information to hear.
Jailyn.
You just go take over.
Just one more time. Okay.
You got it.
No, you're good.
Yes.
You got the crown.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think that, so I admit I'm in sociology and African American studies, both fairly liberal departments. But I even in the sociology department, I have had professors who, a student said something that might have been slightly off color or very off color. And the professor kind of did this thing where they were like, oh, okay, does anyone else have any thoughts? Where they did not feel comfortable kind of throwing down the gauntlet and being like, okay, that's not cool. that was factually incorrect or that was offensive. I think we have to create an environment where professors feel like they can challenge students, and that after they do that challenging, they'll be supported in that challenging, and I of course, probably the most relevant example of this was with Saida this summer, where the university made like they were going to support her and then drew back from that, So I think we have to work on not drawing back from that, supporting that kind of ability to challenge students, especially when they're wrong.
So we got 2 questions. It's 6:59. Can we take the 2 questions and then that'll be it? Yes, ma'am.
I just have a comment going on with Deidre's question. I'm in the CFA, and today I got an email from the CFA email address about our CFA prom, and I would love if I also maybe got an email about this. I think this is more important than prom. And so I think the college can take an active step in letting us know, because I posted it on Facebook, not everyone in the CFA sees my Facebook, but everyone in the CFA saw the email about prom. So I think that's one way that we can support.
Yes, sir.
In their work, Barbara and Karen Fields tie notions of racecraft when they define it to notions of witchcraft throughout history. And I was wondering if you could touch at all upon where you see that coming, manifesting in reality. The link between racecraft and witchcraft, if you do at all.
And villainizing groups of people on nothing?
Yeah, or on belief and behavior structures.
Oh, you're writing things.
I'm Joy.
Oh, okay. You said what are what do we think that those two things are still connected?
Yeah, just
the belief
if
and
you
the
could provide
behavior
examples
here?
for how they would be, or if you have any others.
Well, yeah, people feel that they are not. I keep going back to the student in high school and the police officer. But yeah, he felt that it was appropriate for him to physically throw her on the ground, right? That comes from a place of power, and so the belief that you have power over someone else and then you act upon that, yeah, that's very much still happening. If you think that that you innately just have this privilege and you're allowed to just do whatever you want against any humans, that goes beyond race, right? Just feeling what you think allows you to act however you choose is, yeah, that's definitely still happening now. We're not necessarily burning witches on the stake anymore, or whatever the phrase is, just burning witches, I guess. But we're definitely still doing it in other ways. But we think that, so like now we say that that's like insane, like oh, like witches aren't real, like why would you ever do that? We think that like we truly believe in race distinctions. We truly, wholeheartedly believe in them. So we don't think that. So that's a difference, right, between witchcraft and racecraft. We think one is insane. We think one is just inherent.
But you're saying that they're, so they are comparable.
Yeah, so they're comparable, but they're also very different,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, belief in acting and the behavior are still like kind of similar. Like, oh, we believe this thing is like right, so we're gonna act this way. But the thing is that we back to it like that. We don't think that anymore, but we still very much think along racial lines.
Yeah, it's just the reactions that you get from both witchcraft and racism. They're very visceral. They're able to mobilize large groups of people, and it's created off of really nothing. It's just like these hunches that you have, and it's been able to be reified by science. Like witchcraft was like a science, and racism is a science, a pseudoscience in both realms. But people are willing to believe it, and people are willing to act on both of these just crazy institutions. But unlike witchcraft, racism has had like political, social, and economic effects. Witchcraft just demonized women for a certain period of time, and women were killed, of course, but it didn't have the same type of expansive social, economic, and political ramifications.
I thought that comparison was interesting because the parallels are definitely there. The key thing that both have in common is that fear of the other, something that's different and you're just not used to. With witchcraft, it was this idea that someone could perform magic and do this unholy thing. With racecraft, it's this idea that people that are different colors than you are monsters, that they're going to break into your home, that they carry diseases that your people don't carry. And I think the reactions to them are very similar. You mentioned before that it was burning witches at the stake. Today it's shooting down thugs in the street. So it's you do see the parallels when you're really looking for them. So I thought it was a pretty good analogy.
Right. Well, thank you. On that note, we will wrap up and appreciate everyone.